I'm not sure if I have ever had a game um, as much as this one where I've had shower realizations or, driving realizations, as in I'm just doing something, hours after playing, sitting around just running things through with my head, and then I go, oh my god. My latest, and hopefully I'm right about this, is about this guy, the paper crown. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Internet. I think I have a good idea of how to get this paper crown, and we will see today. I've got a few things to do. I also had a realization about that note in the station that has the, squares on it, and one of them is marked with an A, and it says delete. Pretty darn sure that is the security terminal. And I do have a photo of that, and I need to see what that A was on. What screen that was. Um, so I've got a lot of things to do. I've also, um, let's see. I need a burning glass to light the freezer chest. And what else? Oh, I realized that if I could power the laundry room on a day when I make a lot of steps, I could then turn those steps into stars, which would be incredibly cool for like endless redraws. I don't know how many stars you can get, but I think if you have over 50, you probably get that inkwell. So I've got ideas. All right, we're not doing the hovel today. Maybe the tomb to get a bunch of money, or the trading post. Actually, let's do trading post because we really need items. So I think I'm actually going to run Banner of the King for bedrooms today. Now, last time I did this, I ended up drafting myself into a corner, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But I want to do this because bedrooms give steps, and I kind of want to try to get a bajillion steps. Now, if I could just burn through all the bedrooms pretty early, um, none of these are ideal. I kind of want to get nursery first if I can before I start making a bunch of bedrooms. So, I also have this guest bedroom, Geist bedroom, but not yet. But I would like those dice. And I made the tomb, so that's going to give me even more. So that's actually fantastic. All right. We're also going to be scouring these bedrooms a little bit more today because right. Um hat. Why do I feel like these hats mean something? Because there's this top hat in here, and then this is one of the rooms that's represented in the aquarium, and that can't be a coincidence, right? The all the so aquarium tank. I'm looking through my notes. Already I'm lost in my notebook. But dead end rooms, aquarium rooms, bedroom, top hat. I don't know, just because the only thing I saw in that solarium, which is one of those dead end rooms, was a straw hat. So I might be off on a wild goose chase here. Oh boy. Well, we get some keys at least. Probably should have done Geist bedroom sooner. All right. I am told there is another note in here that I am blind about and to. Like, can I open these drawers? Key. Like, oh, hey. All right. I didn't never see that. Mr. Ruda. Oh, wow. All right. I'm sure you're all very pissed that I never saw this. Miss Babbage has told me that you will be overseeing network maintenance over the next few weeks while I will be gone, and I apologize in advance for the extra workload. I believe I will be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I am gone, as the difficulties we were having last month with the terminal connections seem to be resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I have set you up with a temporary admin key to allow you access to the network administrators. First four letters of your last name followed by first initial. So none of this is any surprise. I already know that. Do have to say, the game is reasonably good at giving you multiple clues towards a thing like that. Like, I was able to pick that up from Randolph's letter to me that said my own one, and I was able to extrapolate what other people's should be. Oh boy. Okay, so we're going to need these rerolls, obviously. So, hello. Ooh. Draxus. I love it. Draxus in the Geist bedroom. Oh, so wait. I thought some say the dead number among the guests of Mount Holly who have laid to rest in these beds. Oh, I didn't. I didn't get tomb. Okay, well, that's a bummer. All right, but at least now I have some rerolls to hopefully not dead end myself right here. Maybe I can get security card as well. That would be very helpful towards not doing that. 2. No? I'm sorry. 10 minus 4 is times 3, not divided by 3. 12 then. But all right, we're not off to a great start. 10 minus 4 is 6. Times 3 is 18. Sorry. We'll be a little smarter now. 6 minus 1 is 5. Times 4 is 20. Divided by 5 is 4. 12 plus 4 is 16. Minus 5 is 11. Times 2 is 22. Divided by 11 is 2. Oh, secret garden key. I don't know how ideal that is. Alright, we actually need some ways forward now. Okay, well, we do need that, but obviously we can't end ourselves. So, let's get corridor. And chapel. Sounds good. Alright, now we at least have a few ways forward. Can we get something that goes left here? Dining room. Alright. That'll help with steps at some point in the day. I do need to make my electric eel aquarium, but that should also be very doable because it will count as a pink room. Sure, I can get her ladyship's chamber done. Just trying to pull all the bedrooms out of the drafting pool early. I don't think I've missed anything in here, right? There's the picture of Simon. There's the thing that says, this is a straw hat again. Same type as there are in the solarium. Her parents. Oh, hey, a key. Yeah. I feel like those hats mean something. Alright, what can we do out of here? Let's do garage, because we're going to need those keys. Or should we do West Wing? No, we're going to need keys. We're trying to burn all of the bedrooms out early. So we can get a sleep mask, come back through them all. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to do the nursery, which is what I really wanted. So I missed out on a number of steps here. Alright, we need ways forward now. That isn't going to work. Let's take the hallway. Just anything that moves us forward. Some more redraw dice would be nice, or, well, gems, I guess, help. Let's actually take classroom so that we can get some redraws and find more ways forward. The Banner of the King, man, it's so strong. It just completely dominates your entire... Ooh, I like it, but I can't... No. That would mess with me. Uh-oh. Alright, let's take Electric Eel Aquarium. Maid's Chamber is going to be a problem because it's going to keep trying to give it to me. Let's take this, and now today might not be the day to do the powered laundry steps thing. I would eventually like to get workshop and magnify. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing today. I think let's make sure we can move forward. And then I will save this one over here to maybe try to do the laundry room later, but that seems unlikely. That might just have to be a different day. Alright, how am I doing at burning all of my bedrooms? We're getting there. Den is good. With a gem. Lots of locked doors. Passageway is actually quite excellent here. And then, now I got a nice dead ender right down here. To make... Gross. Well, if I make commissary... Oh, but I can't. Fine. Let's just get it out of the way. I realize this is punishing, because now there's not going to be items anywhere. Just looking to see if there's anything I've missed in here. Don't think so. Can't open any of these drawers. You don't have a trash can. You do have a trash can, but there's nothing in it. Alright. Okay. Oh. Well, I wanted that, but I don't want it yet. Let's take morning room because I need the gems. Two gems. And a salt shaker. That'll help with the steps thing. I don't know what the odds are, though, that I'm going to be able to get laundry room right there. Secret oh, workshop. But I could double my money first. Yeah, I do have two, right? Oh, no, I didn't make the commissary. I only have one. Shit, okay. Workshop it is then. Although, I don't know how much I can do with it because I'm less likely to... I'm unlucky today because of Maid's Chamber. Is this locked? No? Alright, well now I guess we could... Well, nursery I should have made a long time ago. Kind of did this in the wrong order. I was hoping to draft that early on for this. I still have one reroll. Trading post. The fact that I have workshop is a benefit now, because at the very least I could potentially make that burning glass and put it back in the coat check if I can find coat check. Commissary? Sure. Let's do this. And buy out a load of absolutely everything. Good. Getting into the foundation is certainly a win from the boudoir. And that'll get us even more steps, as will the apples. Now, I kind of want to find study at some point. And security room in particular. I'm going to hit a security door at some point. Yeah, right there. Well, I still do have a way forward out of Den. Maybe I should do that first. I'll just use a normal key. Code check. All right, let's do that. Or I could double my money, but no, I need this code check. I need this code check. Retrieve item, magnifying glass. Because now, at the very least, I could take stuff over to the trading post. So, that's an option. Let's see if we can at least keep moving forward out of the foundation. Security would be nice. Courtyard. Well, locksmith... Oh, no, let's take courtyard. Okay, alright, great. So, well, pluses and minuses. So, I can now, at the very least, make the burning glass. However, I have a locked door here. So I really need to find security and breaker box or a security card. But what's my chances of finding a security card with maid's chamber? I can't use secret card. Oh, I can use secret card. No, sorry. This isn't the right spot for that. Great Hall, I guess. Usually I can deduce pretty well from this with the metal detector. Alright, so it's not going to be that one. It's going to be one of these two. Try this one first. Damn it. Alright. We're in a lot of trouble now. Boudoir, sure. Oh, observatory. No, I need ways to go up, but or I could do this. I get a bunch of steps from this for each room you have in your house, but doesn't really help. Let's just hope I can get a key from observatory or something. Oh, actually, I get stars today. Alright, I got the inkwell. So now, at the very least, I could theoretically boost my stars if I can draft the... Alright, let's see what I can do first here. Hold on. Or I can make the secret garden key here. That'll spread some fruit. I'm not even going to bother with the antechamber stuff, though. Honestly, the goal of today might be just to do stars. So, because I have no security key. But I can make the burning glass. And then stick the burning glass in the coat check. Alright, how do I get back to the Electric Eel Aquarium? Boudoir, commissary, passageway, den. Commissary. Passageway. Den. And nook and aquarium. Alright, so here's what we now are going to be doing. We're going to draft until we get laundry room. Oh, it's... I guess we're not going to do that. I guess that is completely scotched. Never mind. Alright, that got blown apart. My plan got blown apart. So instead, we are just going to go to the workshop, make the burning glass, and stick that in the code check for tomorrow. That was a fun experiment, but I am definitely starting to realize that Banner of the King needs to be used very judiciously and maybe not at the beginning of a day. Still, we got one thing done. Yeah. Banner of the King is just too many bedrooms. It's just you end up with Maid's Chamber almost certainly, and then that really mucks with you. Yeah, I have no way to get a security card. Nothing really I can do here. I didn't even ever draft security. I guess I can go back to Secret Garden and try drafting south from there, just to see. You know, maybe I'll accidentally draft the freezer, and then I would have to run back to pick up this burning glass again. I mean, technically, I suppose I can keep drafting. I don't know if I want to do that today. On a dead day, burn a bunch of stars, but let's just see what I have. I might as well use my dice, too. Yeah, double my money for no reason. Well, okay, hang on. We're not entirely done yet. Because this was part of our day. Now, let's look at that image that we found in the station that had an A on it. All photos. I'm looking through my blueprint screenshots here. All right. It's the archives. That is... So, there's a big A there. And it's the archives. And it's a corner of the archives. It says, delete it. I'm taking a picture so we can, at some point, make the archives and find that specific corner. Delete it. Why delete it? Well, I mean, I know why delete it. I'm guessing it caught somebody on camera when they weren't supposed to be. There's the gallery, the nursery, the office, the vault, the music room. Yeah, the vault, the ballroom, the pool, the showroom. None of this is too much of a surprise. Alright, well, a couple other things while I'm here. Keycard system, obviously. Settings, set security level to... Well, I guess I might as well set it to high, because I'm not proceeding unless I can find some way to open them. Unlocked. Confirm. Back. And then... Return to security menu. Anything in here? There's lots of fruit, of course. Alright, let's log into the network here for a sec. Staff services. Staff announcements. I don't think... So, I have somebody in my comments screaming at me to read staff announcements. But this is the only announcement. There's nothing else to read. I'm there's no way to go forward. So, I don't know if maybe I can read different things if I log into this computer from other... This is disabled. This is disabled. This is nothing. This is disabled. Special orders. I guess I can just consistently put in a magnifying glass, but maybe I'll put in for a sleeping mask so that I can do this steps run I'm actually trying to do. I already read all this email. Stop recording. Yep. Suspend all security camera recordings. There is good reason for it. Okay. So, that part of the archives, we're going to need to investigate and try to figure out if there's something interactable with it. I can't click on this monitor in any way. But I definitely recognize that part of the archives. What was... maybe somebody was in there looking for something. Alright, so now we need to... oh! So, funny story. This is actually powered. This is exactly what I wanted. Except, I don't have enough steps. But instead, this is powered through security, through the electric eel aquarium. But instead, I actually have a way forward. So that's cool. I mean, I have no keys. There's fruit everywhere, apparently. I'm kind of going to need to make locksmith or something. But hey, to my absolute surprise, I somehow still have a way to continue. It's a shame I didn't actually manage to get all of the steps I wanted, because I actually had that way there to do what would have been really, really cool. But hey, maybe I'll find freezer now. And then I would have to run back and get my burning glass. We got options, you know? Unfortunately, I feel like I'm going to run into more locked doors really soon. Real locked doors. Not security doors. Well, and there's my solution. Let's get two of these. Alright, well, we're now actually reasonably flush with stuff. It's cool that we managed to survive the run. I thought we were dead. I guess if we could somehow make archives now, we might be able to take a look at things. Lab, drawing room, bunk room. Well, bunk room would end things, so we can't do that. This gives us no way to continue except... well, we could run back to the secret garden. Sure. Alright, hold on. Now, of course, I really should have... oh, but it's actually, I have a shortcut. I have a shortcut through here. I actually made a loop, which is rare for me. This will teach me to be lazy about opening the antechamber doors. But I really never thought it was... ah! Hold on. Fine. I can turn this twice and then go pull the lever. Yep. There should be a button you could press once you're here to just automatically do this exact... I can't skip the little scene of the vein turning. And do it again. So if I could find closed exhibit as well, I have some thoughts there. I might need to check the time. I have a sneaking suspicion that closed exhibit has something to do with time. Specifically some of the times that were written on that heist plan. That was the shower realization I had earlier. That I was like, wait a minute. Now, if I do intend to use a powered laundry room to boost a whole bunch of stars... then it doesn't really matter if I burn a bunch of stars on redraw stuff. I think we can do better. Try to not leave a spot here. Well, I could get a bunch of steps. Give me one redraw. My other boudoir. Let's take kitchen, actually. And just buy a bunch of steps. Because I got a nice spot down here for... Oh! Closed exhibit. Alright, well, I wanted this. So. Anybody got a clock? What's the time? Where's my nearest clock? Is this a clock? No, that's a scale. It's a clock in here, right? Is this an actual clock? What time does it have? It's got like... Oh, hey, a gem. I need to remember to grab those. Okay, so it's like 12 o'clock right now, right? Is that actually moving? Yes, it's moving. It's just moving very, very slowly. So, looking at the heist plans from way, way, way back. Not way, way, way back. But let's look at the map of the not-so-grand... Right? So 124 is when they were supposed to go through here, and then the escape route is 136. So I have a sneaking suspicion that if I hang out in that room between 124 and 136, something might happen. All right, right now it's noon. So let's carry on a little bit, and we'll come back. We'll come back to this. Let's just get some gems, I suppose. Sure. A bunch of free gems and a way through the antechamber. Now, we'd still be looking for freezer if we could find it. I would be okay ending my day like that. I don't think I'm ever actually going to be able to convert things into steps the way I want to. Or steps into stars. Attic. Well, office lets me move forward. And gives me another gem. Like, we could find, you know... Alright, hold on a second. So, let me log into network here. Staff services, staff announcements. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You people who are trying to get me to read staff announcements, I don't understand. Because I have looked at this many, many times, and I've got somebody who's screaming at me, you know, oh, you're ignoring the staff announcements. You're ignoring the staff announcements. Somehow I'm missing something because... I mean, I'd love to see whatever this is. Maybe there's some way I can trigger more staff announcements. The only other thing I could think of is to, like, view active terminals and log into the lab. I can try running an experiment. I can see if, you know, does the staff thing, do the announcements do something different from here? Log into network. Staff services, staff announcements. It's the same message. It's the same message. Don't get it. Don't get that, guys. And you know what? It's a little late in the day to even bother with running an experiment. So, maybe I need to do something else to trigger the appearance of staff announcements. But I'm not... Oh! Okay. Well. Fine. Let's freeze our accounts. This is a perfectly fine way to end the day. Because we got a clock. Let's keep an eye on the time. There's one in here. All right, we got some time. But now we got to race back to our coat check, which is through the courtyard, through here, down to the boudoir, commissary, den. The den has a million clocks. So, yep, 12:30. and our coat check. So let's grab our burning glass back because we wanted it for, oh, sorry, retrieve item, burning glass. Good. We still may try to check it again because we're still curious about that hovel. Right, passageway, right up here through the commissary. Through here. Yeah, okay. All the way. Specifically because... Alright, we really wanted to do this. Burn it. Burn it. Hey, a prism key. Like, lovely. But this is the prize we were after. Thaw only in the event of my death. Oh, that's funny. I can't read that stamp, but I know what that stamp looks like. Simon, I had wished for you to read this letter upon first arriving at Mount Holly, but couldn't risk the contents of these pages falling into unsympathetic hands. My personal freezer should provide quite the safe box, as all of the staff have for many years respected my wishes that it remain shut and untampered. My favorite snacks were also stored here. But in addition to these delicious treats, it has also for the last 20 years stored many a cryptic message and ciphered note. This nondescript cooler is, in fact, a dubious frozen postbox of chilled secrets. Have you heard of the children of Blackwater? I have now, Great Uncle Sinclair. I have no idea how forthcoming your father has been about the details surrounding your mother's final chapter, or the role he thinks I played in that end. I have always denied involvement, to him, to the detectives, to the Crown, and now to you as well. But can I honestly say I had nothing to do with her disappearance? And yes, I speak of disappearance, not death. For I too cling to the hope that our fears are unfounded and have occasionally, from time to time, caught fragments of information that bolster this belief. So Mom probably is still alive. Fragments of information that have cost me plenty, for our country is never short of opportunists and blackmailers and disgruntled gardeners. Still, as I am now dead, I don't want this knowledge to be buried with me, even if that means passing the burden of these fragments on to you, even if that information may weigh even heavier on your head than the crown involved. Unfortunately, this information is a little too precious to be entrusted entirely to this freezer, as I'm not too confident that the sanctity of my snacks will extend beyond my life. I've always found it best to use multiple baskets when it comes to incriminating eggs, a lesson that I recently learned again when a member of my staff betrayed my confidence. Hi, Denny. I have placed 8 red envelopes in 8 even more secure locations throughout the estate and have left a hidden message for you among the art that hangs in almost every room in this house. This message is the key to unlocking those secrets, but you must be open in your interpretation as the message itself harbors multiple double meanings and hidden entendres. Yeah, I know. One final word of guidance. The safe combinations you are seeking will not be found in writing on the estate. So I hope you haven't been wasting too much time jotting down random invoice numbers and dates. Only by deciphering the many meanings of the 44-character message can you hope to unlock its many mysteries. To each their own letters. Okay, and then this is just yep. That was not difficult. This is the same Morajai stamp. Alright, damn, I had hoped there would be more new information in there. However, we gotta book it because now I think our timing is pretty close. If my interpretation is correct, what do we got? Alright, it's 1 o'clock. So, through the courtyard, or through the kitchen and into the closed exhibit. Alright. I feel good about this, but I might just have to wait. Hey, a lockpick. Alright. Avoid the white-gloved guard. That seems important, although I can't see these guys' gloves. Now, I could just be insane. I honestly could just be insane, but the timing seems so suspect. Forced entry at 11:24. Kind of nervous sitting here. I wish there was a clock. I wish I had a watch. Just looking for anything else. Yep. Must strike this Tuesday. The routine changing of guard personnel on the 1st of each month. That's why they did it on the 1st of September. 1 additional week. 2 will be wearing black gloves. Avoid the white gloved guard. The black gloved guards will blind and gag themselves. Once we reach the exhibit, we will be truly on our own. Pharaoh. Wait, that's not a clock through there. That's a scale. I feel like at 124, there's a chance that all hell is going to break loose in this room. I'm actually kind of nervous sitting here waiting to see if that happens. And I might just end up sitting here for like 5 minutes of real life time and look like a complete fool. But I know time-based puzzles are a real thing in this game. The clock tower was one. I just feel like maybe that's how you get to this paper crown. Are you a black-gloved guard? Are you a white-gloved guard? I might just sit here for a bit, and if nothing happens, I will cut. Right, so nothing happened. And it is now past 1:40. That is truly disappointing. I had thought I had figured something really cool out. Oh, that's a shame. The puzzle of the paper crown is not to wait until the time that Mom allegedly stole it. Okay. Well, it must be something else then. That's a damn shame. I really thought I'd come up with something there. Alright, well, let's go back one more time now that we're not feeling under time pressure and look at that freezer note. And just make sure that there's nothing new in it. Yep. Personal freezer. It's funny. He says this freezer is a post box of secrets, but... Oh, actually, good. Cool. I can, in fact, burn my way through this whole thing. Yep. I know about that. I know about these. I can thaw each of these spots, which is nice, actually, to know. Although, it won't contribute. I can't actually keep them because my own gems are already thawed. Alright, one more time. He's got a Morajai thing here, but I can't read it, but I think it's the same stamp as before. Oh, sorry, a Carrerica stamp. Okay. He thinks that hopefully Mom is still alive. And he's caught scraps of information that reinforce the belief that she is alive. The details... So, it is interesting that Dad deeply blames Great Uncle Sinclair, but yet he let me come here. Rather happily, if his letter suggests anything. Fragments of information that have cost me plenty. Still, as I am now dead, I don't want this knowledge to be buried with me, passing the burden of those fragments. Even if that information weigh even heavier on your head than the crown involved. So, yep. More than just the freezer. Safe combinations. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Seriously, that was... Yeah. Except apparently we'll never read the 8th. Okay. Now I wonder if that's a real thing. Like, will I never actually read the eighth red envelope? All right. Well, with a little time left in my day, or a few steps left, let's stick the magnifying glass back in the coat check because I kind of want to try my theory about the hovel stove, that it is lightable. Or not the magnifying glass, the burning glass. Oh wait, where am I going? Wrong way. No, right way. Well, chewing through my steps isn't going to help with anything. Commissary, passageway, den, coat check. Yep. Den. Den. What? Which way is the den? Oh, I came through it. Or I didn't. I'm so lost. I'm just really, really annoyed that that wasn't the case for the closed exhibit. I thought I was being so damn clever. All right. Check the burning glass. And then I want to go to the foundation, and I want to go downstairs, and I want to try one or two more shots at the Carrerica sigil. Because I'm so sure about 3 of the 4 things. Maybe... I just have to try what I know. Because I know they're academic. I know they're orange. And I know they're snowy. So I guess we just have to try every version of the rays. And it's annoying because I think the rays, when you shift the rays, everything else change. So let me find... Sorry, I'm literally looking at my phone as I run, where I have all my screenshots. All right, we're gonna take another shot at this. Carrerica. Let's see. Where? Let me look at, because we know that everything in everything on Orindia was rails. So let's look at a map first and foremost. So Carrerica, also by the sea. Oh gosh, I just noticed that Morajai has a little sail. Does Carrerica have anything on this map that would indicate how they get around? Not that I'm seeing, although attacking it with a magnifying glass might have been better. I see these, what I think are mountain ridges. Maybe just roads, then? The south key. Now, Carrerica has, like, these points that lead to a mountaintop. Maybe they're just roads. Maybe Carrerica is literally just roads. I wish I could get a better look at this map other than the quick screenshot I took of it. Alright, we'll give that a shot. Maybe Fen-Aries took the idea from Carrerica. Okay, where's my information about sigils? Where's all my realm and rune? Alright, and as always, okay, color is triangles. That's orange. Nothing else, like little triangles. So the rays. 4 rays would be orange, right? Or sorry, 4 rays would be roads. Uh, oops. Yeah, so these are different types of rays. We know they're snowy. So we want with little dots along them. No. 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 Yes. Then we know they are academic. So we want the little like little books. Yep. And then finally, this one right here. Like that? No. Oh, it is it. Okay. All right. So they're roads. I guess you can kind of see a road on the map. Fair enough. 6 of 8. Carrerica. Bright orange Carrerica with... I don't know what that is. Like a heater of some sort? Snowy and hearts and yes. There have been fewer and fewer opportunities the further we travel up into the mountains to attend to my correspondence, and I find myself regretting having brought so many books, as this is the first realm I have visited without porters. Here, every person is expected to carry their own belongings, and if you can't, you throw away that which is expendable. It's looking like I'll be bringing back less souvenirs than I had planned. I never expected to appreciate the cold, but the frigid weather here is a welcome relief coming from the sweltering shores of Vera. Herbert, P.S. I ended up forsaking all but one of my books. Mount E. Frost, Moorhaven. Alright. So this was after Vera. This continues to help us solve the 8 realms in 8 days. Morajai. What do we got? Far from the port towns of the Lesser Islands, the academies of Carrerica were among the last strongholds where the puzzle box fad spread. Unlike other realms, whose regional rule variations emerged organically over time, the students of Carrerica designed orange tiles by committee, voting on student-submitted designs and picking the one they felt best represented the realm. When these tiles are pressed, if the majority of adjacent tiles share a color, the pressed tile will change to that color. Okay? If the majority of... Okay. Interesting. Alright. Got it. Now, what does pink do? I'm not sure I know what pink does. Okay, pink moves south. Alright, but let's see. Alright, pink moves south. Orange can change to pink, but now I'm screwed because there's no way to change it back to orange. Right? Okay. So... Alright, we need to get the pinks up high, first and foremost, I think. There's one. That moves down. Alright, so I have to... So I can move one... I can turn one orange into a pink, and I think I have to. Let's try that. Okay. That's interesting. moving it down. I still feel like I need to get the pinks as high as possible. And the oranges as low as possible. Then I need to get this orange off this central realm. And to the side. Oh, that's so close. That's so close. Yeah, okay. Because... Wait, no, I can do it. Just move it up, and there it is. Yes, yes. Cool. Simple enough. All right, 2 left. So, Vera. Vera, we know, are pink and turtleback. But wait a minute. Wait. He said hot. He actually just I didn't process, but he said that the weather in Vera was hot. Do we have a ray for hot? Wavy lines are used to do extreme heat. So if we know turtleback and we know heat, then we could just try all the motes. Sure, okay. Let's do that then. Methods of transportation. Right. Turtleback travel. So let's change, not these. No, this. This. Nope, one more. All right, turtleback travel. Now, these rays need to be changed to... Oh no, wrong damn thing. Now I have to go through them all again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's that one. Now this is the one. No, that's the motes. Not this one. Why can I not see the thing that changes the weather? Is it this one? Okay. So, wavy heat. Alright. We've got turtleback travel, wavy heat. They're I guess we're just gonna try all the motes. There's probably real answers to this, but it could be literally anywhere in the house, and ain't nobody got time for that. All right. I'm sorry. I need colors. I need their color being pink. Pink. All right. It's this little. Not that. Not that. Wait, hold on. I think that was actually it. Yeah, I skipped past it. Crap. Go back. And the very last one is nuance. That's going to be our last one when we find the last thing. Okay. So, we've got turtleback travel, muggy heat, pink color, and now you want to take a guess at what the most likely mote would be from what little we know about Vera? I mean, I could we say that they're maybe tribal, given that, you know, they ride turtles? Or spiritual? Oh, an elevated reverence for nature, animals, and the force that guide us. I mean, again, if they ride turtles, maybe? Spiritual? Yes! Alright. That was mostly deduced. Vera! Beautiful turtleback saddles. And huts. Alright, we know he came here before he went to there. Despite my prejudice against Mother Nature, I own that I have deeply loved my time here at Vera. One moment. Alright, I'm back. Despite my prejudice against Mother Nature, I own that I have deeply loved my time here at Vera. The memories of the youthful trip I took here with my brother have been relentless, and as I have gotten older, I find less and less occasion to recollect on such trivial pleasures. One thing I do remember vividly, which has not lost a single speck of charm, are the famous turtles. Each visitor of Vera, upon arriving, is lent one of these hard-shell friends for the duration of their stay, to serve as both steed, guide, and companion. I am still under the spell of island life, even if the weather here is much more severe than it was on Morajai. Okay, so he came here after Morajai. Not particularly difficult, I don't think, to piece his order of operations together. So, while Morajai boxes were never as popular in Vera as in other realms, pink tiles were eventually introduced based on Veran people's devout respect of the sacred circle. When these tiles are pressed, all adjacent diagonal tiles rotate around the pressed tile. Right. Got it. So, up, and then, oh, whoops, that's a poor idea. Let's restart that. So we need to get the pink tiles close to the orange ones. Right? Yeah. And then this will turn pink. Okay, good. Let's see. Right. And now this will turn pink. Just trying to turn them all pink because why not? There we go. Huh, okay, I've got the exact opposite of what I want. Huh. I don't know if this is doable at this point. Close. Oh, I did it. I clicked randomly until it happened. That was not intelligently deduced. But 2 more sigils down, 1 to go. A king on his throne. I can't even imagine. Well, I could go to room 46, but what would be the point? I think I still want to try lighting that hovel. So let's go back one more time to the coat check and stash this burning glass. Still very disappointed about my closed exhibit theory and that it didn't pan out. Why give us those times then? I mean, there is also still There's something Alzara said about, waiting. I went back and watched those Alzara things, and there's Simon who is sitting, what looks like a train station. I think there's like 12:15 on the clock. Yeah, like 12:15 on the clock, and what am I even doing? Did I mean to go to the entrance? I didn't mean to run to the entrance. That's not what I wanted. I want the elevator. Although Alzara says, like, you are waiting for the day to end. So I don't know if something might happen if I go sit around that station for a while. Maybe until 12:15. Have to find a clock. But before anything, I would have to lower the damned reservoir again. But hey, alright, I read the freezer letter. It didn't contain any tremendous new information, except that, indication that Mom might be alive, or at least that Great Uncle Sinclair thinks Mom is alive, so that's good news. That's good news. So I guess Bo Lee didn't manage to kill her? Alrighty. Dan, but I've gotten more lost today. Alright. Check item. I do? What did I check? Oh. My burning glass is checked. I didn't even realize. Alright, there's nothing else I'd want to check, right? No, I want that because I want to try lighting the stove in the hovel. Alright, we'll call it a day and continue. 7 of 8 sigils, guys. Let's go. Alright, let me look at my to-do list. What can be crossed off now after that? Melt the freezer chest. Crossed off. Power the furnace. Paper crown. I don't really know how to do it. Oh, recheck Hartley's room. Alright, I did that as well. So I've still got power laundry room with many steps, power the furnace, although I think that just gets me a key, but I want to see. Keep making treasure trove, light the stove in the hovel. And at some point I want to try the 1 hour run. Well, I thought actually that the 1 hour, reach room 46 in 1 hour trophy meant within 1 hour on a given day. But no, it means within 1 hour of starting the damn game. So at some point, I'm going to have to try what they call day 1 runs. But apparently those are extremely difficult. The good news is I'm on the same footing as absolutely anybody else who does them because no amount of allowance. Wow, 94. All right. Should I maybe try to find some dice or stars even actually before I go out there? Because yeah. Let's do that. Since I stuck that burning glass in there for one very specific reason. And it might not even be a real thing, but I want to try it. Alright, here it is. Code check. Alright, that's part 1. Part 2, find the observatory. Or some dice. We'll just come through here. Secret passage to get what exactly? I don't know. Maybe a hallway. Or, yeah. Give me secret passage to a hallway. I just want to make a whole bunch of rooms. Oh, yikes. We're looking for my observatory. Just so I can cross something off my to-do list here. Mail room, Geist bedroom. No. I mean, those would give me a couple dice that would probably let me do what I want to do, but... Oh, okay. Sleeping mask and running shoes. So maybe after this... Well, actually, if I... No, it wouldn't really work, because if I make the hovel, I'm going to be burning through steps like crazy. Where are you, observatory? I need my inkwell. We'll set up for tomorrow, too. Um... Sure, let's get conservatory. Now, as a commenter has pointed out, I have been historically miserable about... Oh! Yeah! No, I want that common for absolutely sure. Okay, change confirmed. I've been miserable about actually clicking the confirm button. But that time I did it. No. Confirm. Good. Choose plan. Yeah, you're fine. And yeah, you're fine. I want you to stay common because you're a T-shaped room that costs basically nothing. Boudoir, not bad. I like it as it is. So, perfectly fine with that. But making treasure trove common is beautiful. Because I have a lot of things I still need to figure out with treasure trove. All these gems, and I'm going to have a day where I use steps instead. Workshop. Oh, I guess I made it more common, which is good. But I kind of need to... I'll just take drawing room. Well, treasure trove, nice, but, not yet. Make our grade 1 classroom. The only classroom we ever really see anymore. Yikes. I need a hallway. Patio. Chapel's fine. Just want to make sure I use all these spaces. Still looking for my observatory. Locksmith is good right now. I don't know, man. Somebody in my comments said, hey, I never used locksmith. How the hell can you never use locksmith? I am always so hard up for keys. See, I wouldn't even be able to continue without it. Greenhouse? Sure. Alright. Water's still on in here, meaning more gems. We've got a broken antechamber lever. We've got Denny's machinations. Just curious if there's anything hidden in here. Yeah. Greenhouse, weight room sealed, and mechanarium. Resealed in January after the deal fell through. But, yeah, alright. I mean, this is interesting. She loves me not. She loves me not. Is he just playing around? That's curious. I'm not sure what to make of that. Alright, we need ways forward. Oh, like, well, okay. I wanted this, but not yet. I don't have a shovel. I can't dig. Okay. Not much I can do here. And uh-oh, that's a security door. Oh boy. Alright, passageway. We need the ways forward. Today's going weird. Not that. Well, I could take treasure trove at least. Sure. I made it more common for a reason. Lots and lots of money. Wonder how much this eventually goes up to. All right. What have we got? We got a pink box with the waves on it. Pink box with waves. Pink box waves. Red note. The previous box in this room contained a true statement. No, we already know it didn't. Red. No realm wears white. No, we already know a realm is white. Morajaya is white. Previous box was true. No, it was not. Okay. So the only thing we're still not sure about the veracity of is the blue box with a moon had a green note that said pink boxes with moon always have lies. We don't know if that's true or not. All right, gotta go right. A courtyard will do the job. But still trying to find my observatory. I need redraws so I can make sure I get hovel. That's all I want. It's weird that it's being so tough. Items in green rooms? Sure. I mean, some dice would also get the job done. Oh, boy. Okay, let's just make Electric Eel Aquarium up here. Because I may eventually have a reason for that. Maybe I should just do my whole day and then go to the hovel. Or then go make the hovel. That's actually increasingly appealing. Oof. Well, this is kind of gross. None of this lets me into the foundation. So I guess we're going for items. Keys, a gem, and what is that? A salt shaker? Well, increasingly this is looking like a good day for steps. So maybe I really should try to eventually make the laundry room up there. But I think we're actually in real trouble now for any way to go forward, because out of the courtyard, that is a security door. Oh, wait, no, this... Alright, no, I opened it automatically, so that's fine. But at some point, I'm going to need an answer for security doors. Observatory. Alright, good. This will give me redraw capabilities. Alright, new goal now is just to get as many steps as humanly possible by spamming redraw abilities. Yep, that's fine. Go this way. We have the pool empty right now, which is nice. Redraws. And I did pick up my burning glass, right? Oh, good. I have the magnifying glass and the burning glass. I guess that's possible with special orders. Powerful. Alright. Really need something that goes in both directions here. However much I have to redraw to get it. West Wing Hall is perfect. Alright, we're going south now. Gotta go forward. Ooh, a locker room is good. Kind of. Not... I mean, maybe I'll find the keys around. It's really only... It's so hard to find them once they're spread if there's no conference room. But we're getting down to here. So let's get some ways to get steps now. Dark room, a bedroom. Kind of works. Or... yeah, sure. Oh, shoot. I should have tried my lockpick kit first. Hallway. Sure, this also leads through to the pool hall. So I've made a nice loop now. More redraw dice. And I can solve my puzzle now, which I passed up before. Ooh, getting a little complicated today. All right. 3 times 2 is 6. Squared is 36. Times 1. Square? Are you kidding me? Oh, wait, no, sorry. This is on the same row. So, yeah, 36 minus 10 is 26. Divided by 2 is 13. I thought it wanted me to square 36. 9. Oh, boy. Okay. 10. So that's 6. Squared, 36 to the nearest 10th is 40. Divided by 10 is 4. And a silver key. I could see that being useful. Alright, can we get something that goes right? Pump room might actually help with some things. As I think we need to go back to that station at some point. Not going to mess with it this instant. Building steps is still kind of the goal. Security. I'm not doing the best at my goal of building a whole bunch of steps, though. What can we do? Well, keycard system settings. Security level, we want it low, and offline mode. Sorry. Unlocked in case we can manage to do that. Then, yeah, back. Then, let's log into the network, and we might as well run an experiment in case we can get extra steps. View active terminals. Laboratory. Yes. Good. Experiment setup. What can we do? Each time you eat an apple, well, alright, fair enough. It's a good one. Continue to permanently buff that allowance. What hides in the archives? Wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's the same thing. Okay, what can we do here? The next time you enter boudoir, gain 10 steps. Well, am I ever going to enter boudoir? Maybe. Actually, yeah. All right, this works. And I have a sleep mask. So yeah, I would like to make a bunch of bedrooms now if I can. All right. Really gunning for bedrooms. Through this bedroom, through the locker room, and up the West Wing hall. Boudoir would be actually quite nice here. Now, let's try this. No, that doesn't work. We need to do a redraw. Still not ideal. Patio? Spread gems? Or just this? Let's do this. I have a new clue. Okay. We'll come back to this. We will come back to you. We have a magnifying glass, and we still need to look at you some more. But... well... yeah, vestibule. Still playing the music from her ladyship's chamber. Just not doing the best at my goal of making a whole... alright, silver key. Alright. I've already burned cloister. Frick. I don't really want to do this because I think I'm going to mess up my chances to make this and boost all my stars. But, alright. So, where is the spot they were looking at that said delete this? I think it was right here. Right? Yes, past this cabinet with this ladder, because you can see the ladder rungs are like, the ladder rungs are all lit up. So, is there something in here they were looking at? Something interactable. Can I climb this ladder? Why did it show me this particular corner? File cabinets? Where is the security camera positioned? This security camera is positioned like directly overhead. I'm looking around for anything I can interact with in this corner. These dashes. Delete this. A. A for archives? I've read that a million times. I'm sorry, guys, but I need to look at this as closely as I possibly can. This is definitely the monitor that was being identified. So what did it say again? The note. It said A and delete it. Delete it. Delete the archives? Countless shelves of documents and towering file cabinets make this otherwise immense space seem small and cramped. These archives contain almost a century of files and records and files pertaining to the Sinclair family's numerous interests, many of which are sealed and unable to be accessed. So A, right here, delete it. Delete the security recordings. I'm combing this place, guys, and nothing is leaping out to me. Absolutely nothing. Alright, I've got that the security camera points right over here. And that is marked with an A. and the note is deleted. But what's information to do, what next step to take with that information, I don't have right now. Maybe I need another piece. All right, so now unfortunately we are now stuck drafting much more wildly. Yuck. Not ideal. Gonna take a storeroom. Mostly because this is rank 8 and there should be a hidden blue note in here. Given I kind of scotched my day by doing that. Blue note, where are you, blue note? Let's look very closely. My eyes are getting tired. Looking very slowly, as directed. There it is. There are 6 permanent additions. Really? Okay. I have 5. I wonder what the 6th is. Alright. I've got the storeroom 1 done. Good to know. I'm not sure what the 6th permanent addition is. I'm not actually sure how that even helps me in any way, shape, or form. Because when I find it, I'll find it. I won't really know how to search for it. I don't even know. Sure, I'll make the lab. But it doesn't really matter. What can I do here? Anything? Alright, let's do this. Let's get bedroom steps here. Somehow I've never managed to make boudoir. Get some reroll dice. Alright, how do we get back? We have to go way to the side. We're going to burn a bunch of steps getting back to where I want to try. It may not even end up being a benefit to me. Oh, what? Do I have to go through the library? I might be too tired to look at a new clue, but I will. Because I can narrate my thoughts, and then you, my friends, can tell me why I'm being stupid and clueless. Hey, a chest I never busted. And some gems I never picked up because probably I was too focused on drafting. Cloister passageway. All right. We're gonna try to make laundry room here, but literally I have so few steps it might not even be worth it. Or I could do boudoir first. Because, hey, at the very least, that'll let me buff my allowance. And get a bunch of steps. Okay, now all of a sudden, if I could make laundry room, it might be worth it. What can I do here? Attic? Sure. What's up here? Coin purse, a gem, keys that I don't really need. Coin, a gem, a coupon book. Oh, and a compass. That. All right. Let's take a shot. At a powered laundry room. No. Well, this would let me power the furnace, which is on my list of things to do. But I don't. There it is. Okay. So, but before we do that, we're going to be super clever here and go get our dining room. Do I have a boiler room? I don't think I do. That's okay, though. Because the real advantage is we now have 94 steps. It'll be 91 by the time we get in here. But with our super powered thing... Oh, it's not... Oh, it's steps with... stars with allowance. I thought it was stars with steps. Oh. Well, all right, never mind. I thought I could turn steps into stars. I guess that would be a little overpowered. All your die with your keys. It would get me die. Well, okay. Let's do this first of all because I don't need keys and this will let me get the redraws I need. What is my allowance currently? Oh, what the hell? I did it. Let's try it. Nice. All right, this is going to do a dramatic boost to our stars. Fun. What else we got? Exchange all your steps with all your gems. Well, no, we don't want that. Okay, that was fun. I really thought it was, oh, hey, look, a shovel that I ran past a million times. Might have been helpful with some things, but not really. Let's see, do I have a workshop today? Did I ever make a workshop today? I did not. So, most of this is not particularly helpful. Okay, let's go back to the library. Or maybe we can put off doing that. Maybe we can go try our hovel thing first. And then, and only then... Passageway, cloister, greenhouse, chapel. Cloister, greenhouse, chapel, classroom, drawing room, den, commissary. Classroom, drawing room, den. I guess it really would have been silly and a little too easy if you could trade steps for stars. But I like that. I think I now have 81 stars, which could give me all kinds of benefits for future days. All right, hovel. Redraw. All right, there it is. All right, we're convinced that this is something, so we're gonna find out. Because I could be completely wrong. And it's not a thing. It's not a thing at all, because I have a burning glass. I thought maybe there was some way to light Denny's stove and it would do something. Is candles burning? Nope. Well, that's disappointing. So what's even the... So this is literally just to turn on the elevator. Nothing else. Fine. Okay. Fine. Scratch that off my to-do list. Because it's not a thing. Power laundry room is a thing, so... Yikes. Well, now I'm really, really low on to-dos. Except to keep making treasure trove, keep making blue rooms, and I guess right now, go look at a new clue again. Although I should probably stick something in the coat check while I'm here. Not my magnifying glass. Oh, Lord, I'm tired. Keys from the locker room. Checked item. I don't know, man. I don't think I need the burning glass anytime soon. So none of this is super meaningful right now for anything that I actually want to accomplish. I gotta, not the magnifying glass, because I want to carry that with me to go look at new clue again. Alright, I'll just check a sledgehammer. Out of curiosity, late in this day, lavatory, closet, attic. I did make the attic. Didn't make the furnace. Did I make the closet? The empty closet? No. I didn't make the solarium. Let me run back to the attic and take a look around in there. Part of me thinks I'm looking for hats, but that could just be an insane person talking. Can I even get through this side? Yeah. Yes, I can. This isn't the ideal way, but it does get me there. Locker room. I'm not going to try to bother opening anything there. All right, here's my library, but first, that's going to be the last thing I do. Oh, wait. No, I have to go through here, through the vestibule. If it sticks, I'll just take a step out. No? Oh, shit, is this... I can't actually get here this way? No, I can't. Well, thank heavens I have a bajillion steps. Where did we actually want to go? We actually need to go through the pool and the observatory. Pool. Observatory. Cloister. Greenhouse, yep. No? Jesus, I keep getting lost. No, cloister, passageway, and over here, and then straight up to the attic. Alright. Up to the attic, and we were wondering if there is a hat or something. I mean, an attic would be a fair place to find a hat. But no. Alright, I'm trying to find the thing that links the dead-end rooms in a new clue. Lavatory, closet, attic, furnace, and solarium. But like one of the very few things that's in solarium is a hat. So There's a red wagon in here. All right. Um, just sort of looking around trying to commit this to memory. This kind of stands out as an interesting item, a red wagon. Let's go back and look at a new clue. Maybe something will stand out to me this time looking at it that hasn't stood out before. I'm starting to see the benefit of stars, like for redraw capabilities, and why actually it's not a bad idea to end days in planetarium if it's doable. All right. All that he needed was to find a new clue. I'm going to fill out this whole card. Okay. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. So he's looking at lots of pictures of a chef and Route 8, which we know relates to the station thing. All of this is somehow important, but these are just pictures of people. Picture of a chef. Scribbles. These aren't words. Right. Dead-end cases. Lavatory, closet, attic, furnace, and solarium. What ties them together other than there being dead ends? Not sure. I want to look. Corner cases. We've solved this. There's nothing to be seen here. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all the cases, and gone through the piles of the evidence present and precedence evidence. Depart. All right. Okay. So this is something I remembered. This is a rook, but it's also a castle. And there are bricks collapsing. There is the angel Orinda with a scepter and the crown, which I seem to remember, is that a thing? So the rook is a castle. So like castle, the thing. And then there's these little footnotes here, which we put together. The angel with the scepter and the castle searched every corner in each of the tombs. The jeweled candlesticks, these collapsed bricks, an apple, a banana, and an orange. 2 steps, 3 steps, 5. 2, 3, 5. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. Tome after tome that the library loaned and the books that he had already owned were searched from their covers all the way through. We already know what that all refers to. This is killing me. Merry Mary. Yes, Mary. Mary and Marigold. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. So what? Right and right. Is the word right in here anywhere? and found that the diction of each word was sound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. If I knew of any seasonal greetings, I would happily double their meaning, other than Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry. Am I becoming wedded to Christmas? Mary herself, Mary and Marigold, has something with Christmas. Right and right. Gates and gates. If his directory was considered a trajectory, laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. I have gaps, slight gaps in my floor plan. A man obsessed and cuckoo too, they would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. This line bugs the hell out of me. The best medicine is not yet evidence. And who are all of these people? This detective character, supposed to be like Bon Margle in some way. Somebody keeps saying, look at the game pieces. There's a king. There's a king that's on a desk. And there's a rook that is a castle. Major key. C, 13. Library. Got all of this. Got all of this. This. The suspect is... Okay, so I think, by the way, this... It's, having learned from D8, I think the suspect is an admin key, is what this is saying. So the suspect is minor and major, meaning Bo Lee is an admin key. How did she know that, though? I don't know who Bo Lee really was. God almighty, how are there still clues hidden in this? This is a king. The king is on a desk. The rook is like the rook has windows and it's like it's a castle and the angel is pointing to it. The clocks are they at that 1:30, which seems to be a particular time in this game? Come to think of it, 1:30, that's about when the crown was stolen, right? But standing in the closed exhibit at 1:30 didn't really do anything. I believe I have pictures of every single page in this tome. But let me just confirm. Yeah, I do. I have pictures of every page in this tome. But nothing, as many times as I've read it, nothing is much leaping out to me as something that is evidence other than these 5 rooms, which I wonder if, because this led me to the microchip. So I'm wondering if this is going to lead me to the next microchip, the other one. This has something to do with the castling puzzle. Changed all the letters in the lines that he found. Checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. Yep. I wonder if there's something I am missing in this library. Additional reading. 2 stories of wall-to-wall books surround the reader in this room, exhibiting either a bountiful spring of knowledge or, yep, a few books have been withdrawn from shelves. Scour all possible everything. Look on the second floor, maybe. Anything interactable? No. Interestingly, there's some books that are placed down. But I don't think that's anything super special. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe every single thing in this game is a clue. Which is just trying to hover over every single thing because every episode I post now is just littered with comments of people like, "You're not looking at everything. You're not seeing every single thing. You need to look more carefully." And I admit, you do need to look very carefully in this game. This actually, I want a photo of this page. I need a reminder to myself of how to make every single contraption. Lucky purse is a use. Yeah, so some of these I've only made once. And what's our last one is going to be nuance, right? I guess they're probably roads too. Well, no, they're not roads. They're dirigibles. Um, so what do I need to? I need to their weather. Kind of looks like cloudy skies, right? Maybe they fly through cloudy skies. Is cloudy an option? Not that I've even unlocked that yet, but if I'm looking at my all my photos, uh, blueprint screenshots, cloudy skies. Do we have cloudy skies as an option for the motes or the rays? Foggy, stormy, snow, foggy or misty. Does that look like it's kind of foggy or misty? Because we know Fen Aries is foggy. Maybe they're kind of foggy and misty too. Um, we know Arch Aries is stormy. Well, actually, maybe Nuance would be windy. Maybe if they use a lot of air dirigibles, they're very windy weather. Maybe that's a reasonable extrapolation. I could try them with that and then I could try uh green. Well, I can't try anything until I actually unlock it, so that's not an immediate problem. Okay, once again, I am finding myself out of things to do. I was really holding out hope that my closed exhibit theory would work, or that I would find something to grab onto when I relooked at a new clue, but I got nothing. Zip zero nada of this is leaping out to me. I mean, what am I supposed to make of these little blurs, these blurry photos? Am I supposed to compare them with photos I've seen elsewhere? I feel like I have so many things where I have half the clue. Like with that, what I saw in the security in the archives, and the castle with the cat thing that's in the kennel. Mm. I don't even know what I would do when I pick this up next. Let me go back to the archives one more time. Fine. I don't mind using a key. Not that I'm going to do anything else with it. So there's ducts up there, but that's because the whole archives is ducted and moves power through it. Somebody was up looking at something. Something up there? Maybe I need to power the archives? Ooh, actually, that's an idea. I wonder if something would change if I had power running through here. Like, there's a duct right here. Okay. All right, look, that gives me something. It's probably wrong, but next time I do this, I'm going to try to route some power to the archives and see if that changes anything about this area that might mean something. It's late. I'm exhausted. I gotta call it. I'm gonna call it a day. I don't think there's any reason to call it a day anywhere in particular today. Well, actually, her ladyship's chamber suggested calling it a day in certain bedrooms. I don't think I remember what the exact... Hello, Draxus. That is spooky. That is... I don't think I'll be sleeping in this particular bed. I think I'll stay in this one. Let's try calling a day in the guest bedroom and see what that does tomorrow. All right. Hey, 2 more sigils down. Even if most other puzzles seem to elude me. Has that always been there? Am I only just now noticing this? Nothing I can click on. Clara and a hat. Oh, I see. Her ladyship's shopping center. I guess that's why. Well, hey, it's a new type of Mount Holly. Alright, thanks so much, everybody. I'm sorry I'm so lost. You can give me some small hints. I've been Zeigler Jaguar. I love you all. I will see you next time.